What is up, guys? This is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I'm Mark the Mike. I'm joined by Louis Beans.
What is up?
And today we got a lot of wrestling. We always got a lot of wrestling. That never
Hell
changes.
yeah.
It's more and more wrestling. Like, there's never, like, less wrestling. It's just more wrestling.
Dare I say too much wrestling?
Yeah, it is. It's getting to a point that I had to sacrifice shows, and this week was sacrificed by AEW because I had no interest in the show.
Yeah, and I had to unfortunately sacrifice Dark, which I think is the better show, but it was still fun.
That's good. I did not get to watch Full Gear, so I did not care for the aftermath either. So that was I think I had to watch Full Gear. I should watch it. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, Full Gear's all right.
Yeah.
There's some good matches on there.
Yeah, I gotta watch it. I did sacrifice the time for AEW, and because I had to finish a Super Sentai series that we did a podcast yesterday for, so that's the reason why I had to I had to watch like 20 episodes in 3 days. So that's a lot. Was it worth it? Yes, that series was amazing, but it was still a lot to watch. But
Stay tuned.
yes, stay tuned. Turning Point was on Impact as well, and I watched that. I started watching Talking Shop Mania 2. Which it was way too many white asses that I did not need to see.
I'll say yes, but it was still hilarious. Some of the jokes that they did, I will just say, it's a very good idea for them to get that cartoon started because the people they have involved with it already, I'm on board.
Yeah,
like, I'm gonna watch
it. I think I got up to where Scott D'Amore came out and fucking was yoking the dude.
Mm-hmm. Okay, he pulled the mask off.
Yeah, and it was Scott D'Amore. I was like, oh shit, that's cool. That's cool. Yep. That's a cool boss right there because that's their Impact boss.
Mm-hmm.
He's him and Don Callis run Impact,
and you see a lot of the talent was there as well.
Yeah, I think that's why Impact is doing really well because of them too, because they are brothers. They are good brothers with wrestling. They were former wrestlers. They worked the business many years. So I like the fact that they're running Impact.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense then, if you put it that way.
Yeah, it gives them opportunities, and they letting them just have fun. Something you should do, WWE, is let your wrestlers do their jobs and have fun.
Yeah, for better or for worse, you can love it or hate it, but things like Talking Shop and Mania need to exist.
Yeah, I'm all for that. Like, I supported both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even the support; it's the fact that I know Brian Myers is on it, and I've been highlighting him for the most part of the last couple months, especially since he's been to Impact. He's one of my favorite wrestlers out there now, so I'm extremely happy that he's just getting the opportunity, and he's just killing it every single time he hits that ring too.
And he beat out Special Delivery.
Yeah, Rapid Delivery, Rory Fox.
Oh, Lord.
So if you ever listen to Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, you'll know who Rory Fox is. I think it was a Zack Ryder match, and he made his fucking shorts exploded in his match.
Yes.
And they talked shit to him all the time.
No, but the reason he said specifically he does talk shit is because the guy blamed him. He said, you did it on purpose. Yeah. I'm like, that's crazy.
The guy blames him, but then honestly, Zack Ryder and Hawkins kind of made him a character part of the podcast and got his pro wrestling t-shirts actually up and selling because those guys interact with him and actually keep him part of the wrestling world they made. And it's cool. Like, I think it's a cool thing. Even though they talk mad shit and shit like that, he's really a friend of him and wants him to succeed as well. And that's a cool thing.
Yeah.
Even though they talk mad shit to him, like, fuck you.
But it's funny. They keep around on their Twitch. So, like, as long as it's all love, it's cool. But
yeah,
that show, man, I recommend anybody who's an adult.
Yeah,
if you just like to see good brothers be good brothers, go check not the whole thing, but there's some really good bits, dude.
Yeah,
some really good bits.
I gotta finish it. Again, I got to where Scott D'Amore sleeper hold somebody, so I'll finish it today. And then I watched Turning Point. Well, I didn't watch all of it. I did miss some matches, which I may go back and watch it. I have stuff to watch tonight. That's all I know. But I did see the Peraza getting her belt back, which I was extremely happy about because I felt like it was too soon to her to lose the belt. But I understood why they gave her. They changed the belt.
But then they have a new one.
No, is the fact that Su Yung taking the title from her. Usually, when a person is not supposed to be there in the match, like if they're a substitute last minute, they usually will go over because it just gives it excitement because the person is a surprise.
Oh, okay.
So that's honestly the old school. That's how they used to do it. Like many years, they did it with a few people, and when they were surprise entrants and shit like that.
Okay.
So it throws her off guard. She wasn't ready for the match. Then you have her beat her. Then you have the return match, and this was it.
So the old Sami Zayn.
Yep.
I wasn't ready.
Exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that match. I enjoyed watching Brian Myers beat the shit out of Hornswoggle. They were tag teams on Friday, and they were bitter enemies on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Hilarious.
Yo, I actually recommend watching that match. It surprised the shit out of me because he actually made Swoggle work.
Did he punch him off the side of the apron?
I don't. You know what? I don't remember. All I know he did a lot of shit outside. I know he threw his ass out and kicked him like in the back of the head to go out the ring. Like he abused him a little bit.
Yeah. He knew what he was getting into.
Yeah. He clotheslined the shit out of him too. He's doing that running clothesline now. Like he's doing that. He kind of sets up like an edge and he does this like fucking running clothesline. He catches people good.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a bend for that one, so he kind of go in like he was spearing and then a clothesline.
That's great.
So that was good. I watched Turning Point. I know Sam Callahan fought Rick Swann. I heard that was a good match as well. I heard the North versus the Good Brothers was really good. And you got new champs in the Good Brothers, which they're talking Shopomania guys.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, you got that. There's a lot of wrestling, so it's hard to keep up. We're trying our best. I only have 2 eyes and 1 mind to remember all this shit.
Just got time. It's not like that.
Yeah, I think I have to go back and just writing notes again. Like I usually don't. I usually just go from the results and then remember what they are. But I feel like sometimes I just forget like exactly what happened because there's so much and everything kind of balls into place.
Mm-hmm. There's so many shows and so many different things happen.
So we go into our weekend wrestling unless we want to go into the news first, like the whole thing with Selena Vega.
No, it's up to you, sir.
Let's go into that. So Selena Vega sadly got released by WWE yesterday, Friday, Friday. Before SmackDown, she got released. She was supposed to be on SmackDown.
Okay.
She was honestly Chelsea Green took her place, and sadly broke her arm too.
Yeah, that was terrible. She broke her wrist, and they had the X-rays and stuff. That's messed up. Man.
That's the second time too.
The same one.
Same wrist, yeah.
Oh, damn, dude.
She's good, too. And I was just like, damn. I was excited for her. She came out all fucking hyped up and everything, did her little thing. I was ready. Oh, God, Chelsea Green's going to probably take this. Even though I wanted Liv Morgan to win it.
Mm-hmm.
In my heart, Liv Morgan was winning it anyway. But then I saw that. I was like, damn.
I don't know about you. I stand Tamina, but whatever.
I didn't want Tamina. Tamina just comes in and goes. She's not consistent.
It's so bullshit. Yeah, I'm mad how that match went though.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had the injury, right?
Yeah.
But watching Tamina take like 10 minutes to stay out of the ring and she let the other 2 girls have a full match.
Yeah.
I was like,
Tamina was tired. She was like, fuck that. I'm like, yeah, fight, and then I'll come in and try to small drop you.
And she got hit with 1 move and lost. Shame on her. Yeah. How dare she?
So, we got a better Monday Night Raw this week.
I agree.
It was a better show. We started off with Riddle, Jeff Hardy, and Elias for the second chance triple threat. I dug it. The match was good, and I'm happy Riddle's part of the team now.
I mean, especially for the story, because I think it's turning out okay now.
Yeah.
Since nobody wants him on the team.
Yeah. Well, Keith Lee wants him on the team.
True. That's. You know what? He ain't fight hard enough for him. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
They was standing there talking some smack.
He gave him nicknames and all. I like why you don't like your nickname? Fireface. Makes you look like a Mega Man character.
Scott Steiner does not like that.
I know Sky Steiner don't like Fireface. It was Fireface, Skipper. What was Braun Strowman's?
He was Mongoose.
Mongoose.
And Keith
Riddle
Lee was Broly.
Dopey.
Yes,
Keith was
of course. He was Broly because
Broly. Yeah, that's this guy. And who else was in it? There's one more.
I think that was it.
Huh?
You had Sheamus. That's it.
And
It's only
Sheamus,
four of
yeah.
them.
Five.
only four of
There's five of them altogether. Oh, and AJ Skipper. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's right. He's the captain.
the Skipper.
That's hilarious.
I dug that. It was fun. I was happy to see that match. It was really good, and I'm happy. I would like to stop the Elias Jeff Hardy.
I mean, I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know. Did it really end? They keep hitting each other with guitars. One of them's gonna blow up
Yeah.
and turn into a guitar one day. They keep doing that.
We got R-Truth. We got this was funny. Drew Gulak offering his services for the Hurt Business, and they pulled out his clip-on tie and beat his ass.
That was messed up.
Yeah, I couldn't
How you
give
gonna
him.
step to them?
I couldn't give
Where's
him a
your pocket
chance.
square? Say that again.
I was like, yo, he could be your scapegoat.
Listen, when he said, "Where's your pocket square?" I was dying laughing.
And then while they beat his ass, R-Truth took the title back. So that's like the 47th time 24/7 champion. Shayna Baszler defeats Lana. We didn't get to throw in the table yet, but we got like a big bunch of shit that happened after that. Riddle Keith Lee defeats Braun Strowman and Sheamus. This led into it. I actually dug this match. I thought it was fun, and I like what they're doing with the team. Hopefully they work out at Survivor Series.
I think they're stupid for fighting each other.
Yeah.
I think they deserve to lose. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Like there's no strategy there.
Nope. No. Zero.
It's just anger. But they got the biggest team. They got like fucking 3 behemoths.
And they're all gonna be beat up. Watch.
They all gonna get eliminated first.
They're all gonna have either lumps, black eyes, bruises, broken fingers, or something. Watch.
We got Titus O'Neil sighting, and Bobby Lashley defeats him.
Soundly. Hey, I don't know why. This man is so adamant about being in the Hurt Business. He's like, listen, but if you ain't gonna let me in, Bobby, give me that belt. How you gonna say that? How dare you? How dare you?
We got Asuka back on TV. Thank you.
Finally. Not as good of a match as they usually had. Like, again, those two do have good chemistry. Yeah. But this match was all right. But again, it got interrupted.
Yeah, it was a little sloppy. It got interrupted. Mandy Rose got taken out, and I think she got hurt. I think she dislocated her shoulder.
Did she like pop it like on the rope or something?
I think it was when Nia. All right, clear this out. It was not Nia's fault, as everyone posting it's Nia's fault. Nia had nothing to do with her bump outside the ring. Nia threw her to the ropes. It's Mandy Rose's job to catch herself and fall out.
So what? Her shoulder just came
She held
out?
herself too long, and when she went down, it looked like she dislocated her shoulder.
Cause like from the impact of hitting the floor?
The apron.
Oh, you mean she hit the apron and flew out? I got you.
So she might not be part of the Survivor Series team if she's hurt.
Goddamn injuries, dude. Everybody's fucking hurt.
Yeah, it happens. This is the time too. Like a lot of times, this is when it happens. But you know what's crazy is the fact that they're not working as much as they used to. Like they were going like 4 or 5 days a week. Now they do 2. One day if pay-per-view 2.
It seems like every week somebody else is hurt.
Yeah. I just happy. I like Asuka on TV. Keep her on TV.
I agree.
She has no fight contender whatsoever, but she's gonna fight Sasha Banks at Survivor Series. So at least you could build up on someone finding a contender for Asuka while Survivor Series is happening, and then after that you have a contender for her.
I think in the meantime too, as well as when they're gearing up for this. I mean, it's kind of too late, right?
Yeah.
But how in the hell have they ignored this entire year and what that woman has been through with Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
Come on, man. This is what I'm talking about, Merc. There's no consistency like in the long run because some stuff they want you to look at, right? The stuff
Yeah.
that they've prepared.
Yeah.
But when they do things that have consequences and then they just pretend shit didn't happen, it kind of makes me mad
Yeah.
because she should want to kill that woman.
I did like Alexa's little promo with Nikki Cross, so you see that that's leading to something.
What happened?
She was like kind of dressed like a child's play kind of thing, and then she was just like playing with a flower, and Nikki Cross comes in and talks to her, and she's like, "Hey, you are we still friends, or are you gonna choose the Fiend over me?" And she was like, "I choose him," and she walked away.
Oh, okay. I don't know. What's going to happen with her?
I'm excited to see where Alexa Bliss is gonna take this, and she just got engaged, dude, today. But she,
Congratulations.
yes, congratulations, Alexa. You broke my heart. Anyway, but yeah, like I feel like if you're gonna put a contender right now against Asuka, it's gonna be Alexa. So I think if you could build Nikki and Alexa to a match that's a number one contender match, or going into it, or now she wants the title because that's something that the Fiend wants to collect. I'm all for that.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
They need somebody, right? They don't have anybody.
Exactly. R-Truth emerges from the 7-way match for the 24/7 title. We had, I think, every single one person in this match won the title at least once in this match.
What do you mean?
Everyone pinned each other once in this match.
Oh, I see what you mean. So
Akira Tozawa won it, then Eric won it, then Drew Gulak won it, Tucker won it. Tucker got a title before Otis.
Did he pin like twice? Did he win it twice in this match?
He won it once.
Oh, he's only won it once?
Grandmaster League won it, and then Lince Dorado took it, and Lince Dorado should have fucking ran, but he did not, and then R-Truth got it back.
Oh, because he was posing with his homie.
Yeah.
Idiot. How dare you?
That's what he gets.
Yeah.
So
I mean, in concept, it was pretty good. I was glad to see Eric back.
Yeah.
Kind of like, yeah, he's minus his buddy. It's okay, right?
Mustafa Ali versus Ricochet.
The leader of Retribution.
I think this was my match of Raw.
I would agree. They got time too.
Ali,
like they got to do something. So
if you give Ali the leeway of him building the story, I believe in him. I believe in Ali.
You know what they need to do as well? So this is a good first step, right?
Yeah.
They had a match, and it was against Ricochet, so it was a good showcase for both of them, right?
Yeah.
But like you said, with the story part, as much as you like to show how good he is in the ring, how good they are in the ring, you have to give them the time to build up something serious with Retribution too.
Yeah.
Because you can't just do the promos where they talk to the camera. They have to be doing stuff.
Yeah. And that was my hit and miss with this match. The match itself was great. I liked the match and everything like that. But you gave Ricochet way too much offense on the team. And like these guys are like a foot taller than Ricochet. He should not be jobbing them like that. Even though it looked cool, he fucking did like a whole fucking pool dive and shit. But but it's also like, yo, those are really big dudes. You should be really intimidated to fight. You should be really intimidated to get out that ring. I felt like you should be scared to go out that ring.
That's the power that Retribution is still missing.
Yes, and that's something I agree with. Other than that, the match was fantastic. Ali with the Koji clutch. I love the Koji clutch on him. I feel like it needs a setup to it as well, besides just the pin.
I think I like the way they did it for this match for the counter.
Yeah.
Like I like if he gets you on the slick tip.
Yeah.
Whereas like he catches you off guard, he can just cinch it in and he'll get, and more likely he'll win. Hopefully.
Yeah.
From here on out.
I dug the way he did it, but I feel like also he's gonna need something to go into it. Like I think Sami Zayn did it as like a face smash and then went into the Koji.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he did a slam before the Koji clutch because Sami Zayn did that in NXT.
Okay.
And yeah, so I remember seeing him do something like that. I forgot exactly what he did, but I know it went into him doing that. What the fuck you doing? That's Doom playing in the PS5 box. she's having
Excited.
She's excited for that box. She's been claiming that box. That's her box. Anyway,
New Kingdom.
match was great. I see steps going in the right direction with Retribution. Don't fail me, please.
Well,
Because I want to believe in them. I do. I like the gear. I like the setup. I like the way they look. I like the black and white and Ali's promos are killing it. It's just like, yo, just let them fucking be that group they're supposed to be.
not a bunch of ponies.
Yeah, and right now I see them as a punch of punks. Sadly.
Yes.
Main event. Drew McIntyre in the New Day defeats Randy Orton and Miz and Morrison. First things first, I love the New Day gear with the whole Schoolhouse Rock shit. I thought that was pretty dope.
Yes. Awesome.
I liked the whole thing in the beginning with fucking RK. He caught Kofi like out of nowhere with RKO. I like that whole setup in the beginning, and then the match was fun. The match was good. The New Day has they've been doing a lot more new shit with just Kofi and Xavier, which I'm digging because they call themselves the Fast Two. So basically, they always did like faster tag moves and stuff like that. But also Xavier got power now.
Okay.
So
okay.
it does. They have a good chemistry with it, and I just been digging them back and like that. Sad thing is, Raw lacks tag teams.
That's why they're in a 6-man tag match.
Yeah, and you have no contenders for the tag titles again.
No, the Hurt Business.
Yeah, the next week. I hope they don't lose. I hope they don't lose.
I hope they do lose it. Because I feel like the Hurt Business needs more gold. Because that's one of their catchphrases.
But I want to see New Day versus Street Profit.
Yeah.
I want that match.
I guess so.
Fuck Hurt
bad
Business.
timing.
I want that match.
Damn, that's bad timing. I don't like that. Boo.
Fuck Hurt
Because I want to see that match. Yes.
They could lose it after that.
Yeah.
You could lose them. They could lose the belts after Survivor Series. I want to see Street Profits versus New Day because especially the whole like promos they've been doing with Big E too, and Big E's getting fucking pissed at them and wants to beat their ass as well. So I want that to happen. So I want to see that match. So Her Business loses this Monday.
Make a fair point.
Or have them like lose or DQ'd or something like that, so it keeps them the contender, and then next week they can fight.
Something. I just feel like
do it for everyone else.
I just feel like at this point, because I don't feel like it'll happen again.
Y'all do it for everybody else. Y'all do DQ. Y'all do count outs. Y'all do like him poked in the eye and got DQ for every match. This match needs it. So basically, keeps Hurt Business in the title contention, and New Day Street Profits happen Survivor Series because that's what I want to see. That's actually one of the main matches I want to see.
Okay. All right.
I want that match honestly. And who do you rather have against Roman Reigns? Would you rather have Randy Orton or Drew McIntyre?
I actually rather have this Randy Orton because the storyline plans include Edge winning the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Because my storyline plans in that way. Sorry, Drew.
I got Big E winning the Royal Rumble.
I see him ending up number one contender in a different way. Okay. Like he just wins.
Yeah.
And then he's just gonna face Roman. And then he's gonna lose. And then he's gonna I think he's gonna face him and lose, and then face him again and win.
If you're gonna have a babyface go into Romania as opponent for Roman, I think he's winning.
How many pay-per-views did before? 4?
One.
It's only one before WrestleMania?
Yeah, Elimination Chamber.
So they could have a title match at Royal Rumble, right? Set that up in December. let Edge show up in the Royal Rumble and win. I don't even know what the hell that's going to look like. Could you? What is
Because
the Royal Rumble in
it's gonna
2021
be a
going to look like?
baseball. It's gonna be in a baseball stadium, so I actually think
Is
that's
it?
gonna be one of the first
Oh,
shows to have fans.
all right. So that sounds like it'll at least have some impact then. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah. If you're gonna do that, I think that's yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
What
Edge.
grade do you give it, Raw?
I give it a B.
B. I
Solid
give it a
B.
solid B. It was better this week.
Hmm.
You're getting better.
I still don't care about Randy and Drew anymore.
Me
I'm
either.
kind of done with that.
Yeah.
So this uh obsessive Drew McIntyre chasing Randy Orton kind of whatever.
Okay.
Other than that, the women's stuff is it's not great right now.
No, it's not
It
good
just
at
isn't.
all. It's
Oh,
not
not
good.
on Raw. It's not.
It's
So
no bueno. I think
yeah,
it went back to the point that I think SmackDown has the better talent. It has the better talent on the women's side than Raw does.
and here's one point I'm gonna make, and it might seem controversial, but it's just like you gotta relax with the 24/7 title. You know why? Because they had a 7-man match. If
Yeah.
they had just had a regular match between any two of those guys and let them have time, it probably would have been infinitely better.
Yeah, and stop having them just do roll ups. I understand that's the get up of the 24/7 title, but let them actually take it serious a little bit.
Well,
Like you can still
whenever
have
they
the
get
fun. You can still have the
no,
fun.
not. I wasn't gonna say not to do it your way, but I was gonna say they do kind of do it because remember, Truth did have a match. What was it, like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
So they do it once in a while, which is okay, right?
yeah,
So at least they acknowledge that they can have a match. Because then right after the match, I think Drew like had chased him out.
yeah,
So that's fine.
yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, none of the other dudes, when they win, they don't just get to have a match.
No.
Because everybody that's beaten Truth has ended up in a situation where they just get rolled up from the back, or in
Yeah.
the back or something.
Yeah.
So
And I actually think like the 7-way wise could have been a lot better. Gave it some time. Like you have a lot of good talent that could do crazy shit in there.
yeah, hell yeah.
So
Especially with Lucha House Party. Come
yeah,
on, man.
yeah. Lucha, even Eric freaking from Viking Raiders. He's
All right,
vicious.
yeah.
So
Right.
there's a lot of talent in that ring. Drew Gulak is a talent. Tozawa's a talent. Tucker could fucking do a lot of the things that a lot of the other ones could do.
He just needs new gear. Please get him on that generic stuff.
Yeah, he looks like a garbage man.
Oh, he does look a little bit like Duke the Dumpster.
Yeah, man. So
Okay.
I would like to see some more serious matches with the 24/7 title. Don't have to be serious in per se, but at least a competitive match.
Mhm.
Without
agree.
having to end in a roll up, have them actually do their finisher because I completely forgot what R-Truth's finisher was.
Yeah, what is it?
I think it's the
Because
axe kick.
it's not the kick it.
No,
Oh,
it's
it is
not.
it?
He does he has like two different. No, he did the AA today. The Monday.
Yeah.
He did the John Cena attitude
Yes.
adjustment.
I forgot about that.
He
Yeah,
did
yeah.
that. He did do a finisher, so I cannot say nothing. That I take my word back with that. He did do the AA on somebody. I forgot who he did it
Okay.
on.
All right.
For
You're
his
right.
hero, John Cena, his childhood
yeah.
hero.
It's
Yo,
so
one
good.
thing was cool is that John Cena tweeted it too.
Oh, really?
And he
loves
wrote,
that.
"I'm proud of you."
Good.
He was like, I'm proud of you." NXT was fantastic.
Yes, sir.
I did not get to much Impact, so I don't have nothing for Impact today. But I had Turning
Okay.
Point, which I talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Leah Ruff defeats Johnny Gargano for the NXT North American Championship.
Don't play with the boy. You see what happens to you.
Match was good.
And it made so much sense in the Johnny Gargano story because like it's evil Johnny who didn't take the guy serious, and guess what? He got caught with a crucifix. You done.
And that was a mean crucifix. That was not a regular crucifix. That looked like a crucifix powerbomb. Because he landed
So-
hard.
He got caught off guard. That's what you get, Johnny.
I like Ruff. I like Ruff. So I was happy for him to get the title. The fact that it came down, it fell off. That made me laugh as hell too.
Hell yeah.
Triple H taking picture with the belt down and stuff. It was funny. Leah Ruff, the new North American Championship.
Yes, sir.
Good for him. I'm cool with that. He's gonna
I,
lose it
I
very
I
soon.
think it's something different, dude.
Yeah.
It's kind of that's the thing that's missing from just. It's the reason why I was so happy when uh Breezango won the championships.
Yeah.
It was like finally a win for the character wrestlers, finally a win for the people that you just don't think are gonna get something
Yeah.
anytime soon.
I agree. I
You know
agree.
what I'm saying? Like
I was happy. I
NXT
was.
keep the magic alive.
Yeah.
Why? How dare you?
And you know what? One thing I'm gonna just bring this up to tell, just to have it in the news. When was the last time you seen Finn Balor on the show?
2 weeks, I believe, since he had an announcement, right?
3 weeks,
Or was it 3 weeks?
almost a month.
Almost, yeah. So
But is he needed for the show? As
no.
much as I love him, he's not needed. He could come whenever he wants, and I know when he does, he has the extra bonus to it. But
Hmm.
do they need him in that sense? No. You all know why?
No.
They highlight the North American Championship. They highlight the Women's Championship. They highlight the NXT champion, the NXT Tag titles. They highlight the Cruiserweight titles, and they highlight the characters that are building into War Games.
Oh my goodness, that cruiserweight match, man, that was amazing.
Yeah. So take notes, SmackDown Raw. You do not need your same guys on TV all the time.
Yes, this is true.
And that's something that NXT does perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
North American title and main event, women's title can main event, a tag match can main event. Everything can main
Yeah.
event in NXT.
Yes, because they make it believable,
Exactly.
basically.
They make
Yep.
every title equal. I that's the thing. I don't see ranks in NXT. I say every
Mm.
single championship is equal.
Mm.
And that's how I think that's what makes NXT that we love.
Yes, I agree.
Santo Escobar defeats Jake Atlas to retain the Cruiserweight Championship. That was a hell of a match.
Oh yeah, that was a great showing for Jake Atlas. That was pissed off Jake Atlas as well. So
We got Raquel Rodriguez Gonzalez.
Gon-
Wrong last
Gonzalez.
name. Wrong Spanish last name. Gonzalez destroys Boa for no. Why is she destroying this man?
You know what?
He wrecked
Listen,
it.
I would have been afraid to beat up Asian dude in a suit like that, just because I think as soon as you touch him, some shadowy organization is gonna come and mess up your life afterwards. So
Yo, they
I don't
had.
know.
It did a shadowy person come out. He looked like Master Splinter.
Yo, somebody's gonna mess up her taxes. Watch.
Oh man, it's gonna be crazy. Anyway, Candice LeRae defeats Toni Storm. I thought it was a solid match.
Good match.
Really
Good
good
match.
match. And it revealed her screen person was ID.
You called it.
Well,
You call it?
yeah, I knew it was her. They're making the story into that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Timothy Thatcher defeats Dexter Loomis.
And that was a good ass match. I had
Was.
to.
Me and your opinion. He was asking me who are some of your favorite new people on TV, and I had to say like Thatcher. I think Thatcher became like one of my favorite people. Like every match he
agree.
has is vicious as fuck.
I agree. And also Dexter Loomis for me.
Yes, Dexter Loomis has been
Because
killing
he's not just the style he has, like his wrestles. It's so crisp.
Yeah,
He's like one of the crispest wrestlers out there. Like when he does I forgot what he did. He did a backdrop,
yeah.
lay down for a second, kicked up, and then the leg drop. Like it looked so smooth. It
Yeah.
looked like he was a video game character. I was like, what is happening?
I think he's been improving a lot, and I think his timing and the way he's developing his character is making me like make it worth watching.
Mm-hmm.
I give you credit with Dexter Loomis. And then also your boy Cameron Grimes helped him lose the match as well.
Yes, he did. Consistent, man. He's scared of them zombies, man.
Damn right. But he ain't scared of him.
No, it's
Oney
his fault.
Lorcan and Danny Burch defeats Breezango to retain the tag titles and destroy Breezango and Drake Maverick.
It was a hell of a match, dude. That's why this show was like so damn good. Every single like match was awesome.
Yeah.
And even the match that had a little bit of comedy to it still ended up just being good.
Yeah.
So
Really good
yeah,
stuff.
man.
really good matches. I'm digging the storyline with Pat McAfee. I think he's killing it. Like he's
Hmm.
making it believable. And then I think the fact that they have not had the Undisputed Era show up yet is just putting this slow burning it until War Games. And honestly,
Yeah.
I feel like Undisputed Era does not have to show up until the week before, like War Games,
Hmm. Okay.
and just to accept the challenge, and then they have the big battle and shit.
I could definitely see that. None of them are actually hurt though, right? Like they're not out, right?
Yeah.
No, you heard?
Huh?
Are any of them out?
No, it's just they just slow cooking it.
No, no. The storyline, I know this. You know, they're supposed to be injured or whatnot
Yeah.
because they got jumped.
None of them are
But
hurt. None
like
of them are hurt. No.
none of them are hurt. Okay,
No.
cool,
It's just
cool.
that they slow cooking the storyline.
All right, so
And
yeah,
that's fine.
I mean, I can see that.
We get Balor back next week. I wonder who's gonna go for that title or what's gonna happen there. But he looked very healthy. His jaw
Good
looked
for him.
good. He was on a picture with his girl and his mom, so he seems
For him.
okay. So hopefully we can start getting the Balor reign of championship reign that we all want to see.
Well, they can't be going that hard, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah, just don't break each
Yeah,
other's jaws again. God damn it.
uh-huh.
We love y'all. Y'all have to work hard, but y'all don't have to break each other.
You know what? Speaking of, if you haven't watched it, there's a video on WWE's YouTube with HBK and a few other wrestlers
Yeah.
watching that Walter and Dragunov match.
Oh yeah, I just started watching that. It was Drew McIntyre and our HBK, right?
And Sheamus was
Sheamus.
with Drew, and then they had Cesaro and Kid.
Yeah. Okay.
And again, it's also awesome to hear everybody's perspective on that. But
Yeah.
my whole thing was just like at the end of that video was, yeah, but y'all can't do that every week. Please
Yeah.
don't do this to each other.
That was an excellent match, though.
Yeah, that's up there. That's in that match of the year contention. Was it
Yeah.
how do we have a? Okay, we need to write something down.
Yeah.
Because you know what?
I think we have to.
Because you know what I was reminded of by listening to After the Bell this week with Adam Pearce,
Yeah.
which is again that's a really good episode. But he specifically mentioned being the producer on the Charlotte Rhea Ripley match,
Yeah.
and the advice that he had given them about not wasting like moments,
Yeah.
even the small ones, and the way that as he was talking, I started thinking about that match and just how there was like no gaps in anything. Those two was scrapping,
I think that was
and that was a hell of a match.
that was the WrestleMania night 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was my match of that night. I think that was my favorite match of WrestleMania.
I think it was. Yeah, I think we agree with that.
I think it was that and
best match.
the tag ladder match
Yeah.
were my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
That was a hell of a match.
yeah.
That's when she came out as Vegeta.
yes,
Yeah.
but just yeah, man. Like that's what makes a lot of those matches just different.
Yeah.
Is when you see people that don't waste any part of the match.
Yeah.
They don't just do the robotic. I gotta do this and then do this and then do this. Nope.
No.
Sometimes they'll just kick you, punch you, pull at you. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah. Sometimes when you get caught thinking, and it looks like you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
NXT, what you grade? You give it?
I give it a. I'd give it a damn near S.
It's S. It's an S,
Might
right?
as well.
I agree with that. Like it was a really good match. I did not watch AEW, so if you want to go through what you watched, I have not watched it.
No, I just since we didn't both go through it, I won't waste too much time with it. But I will say, I did like the MJF portion with Jericho, and him buying them the tickets to Vegas. I thought
Yeah.
that was funny. I do like the actual rivalry building up between him and Sammy,
Okay.
where Sammy has to take his shit because now he's in the inner circle
Yeah.
and he's got Jericho protecting him. I like Moxie's promo this week. I did kind of like Kenny's response to him because I see what he's doing and he's not being a character. It's almost just like he's just a dude.
Yeah.
He's that guy from New Japan. That's
Okay.
kind of he's not being a goofy guy or anything like that. So I'm like, all right, I'm digging this. Um, and match wise, nothing really too jumped out at me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I This is a personal bias, but I did like the match that had not for the match, but I'm a fan of Red Velvet. She was in a tag match with Brandy, so
Okay.
that's about it. Anyway,
I saw the whole Shaq and Cody, and I was like, yeah, I don't
that
care
was
about
a beautiful train wreck.
that.
You have to watch that girl come
Yeah.
out there and try to roast Cody. That was
Oh
the most
man.
that was the most cringy thing I had ever seen.
I heard she was really bad on the mic.
And I loved it when Brandy came out there and basically like hit her with the black woman. Just she just came out with the who the hell is
And
this
I heard
heifer?
hers was cringe-worthy as well.
No, it was funny. It was
Yeah.
funny in a different way. Like it didn't
'Cause
make me cringe
I
because
know a
she
lot of
sounded like
people. I know a lot of people were
ghetto
like,
shit.
"Your ass never been to the streets. What the fuck you talking like that?"
Trust me, it's a vibe. When a woman gets mad
Yeah.
and she's got a little bit of either from the south or from what have you, and she ain't got to be from the hood. That's
Okay.
what made me laugh about it. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's funny.
I
That's
don't
funny.
care for Shaq versus Cody because there's nothing there for it. I don't care. Like I honestly would have said a Big Show versus Shaq would be make more sense to the fact that it's a spectacle. It's two big ass motherfuckers fighting each other. But even then, I didn't want that match. So even now, I don't want that match.
I just want to see him say, Cody, how my ass tastes. That's it.
No, fuck.
That's it. I want to hear the line. Say it, Shaq.
Oh man.
He's like Coochie. We just
Alright.
want the line, man. We want the line.
Let's walk
Say
away
it,
from
Shaq.
AEW slowly. um, anything else from AEW? I know Sean Spears
No,
won a
no, that was
match.
mainly it. He did win a match. This is true.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad. Again, I didn't watch the entire show
Okay.
to the end, but like what I saw was pretty. It was nothing offensive. That's what I'm saying. Like this week was basically a pretty decent show, and that's about all I can say.
Okay.
But it had again. I'm not tired. They managed to not make me tired of the MJF stuff, so
Okay.
good on them.
Okay.
I just can't. Yeah, I can't take the Shaq stuff serious. That was
Okay.
hilarious, dude. You should. If you didn't watch that, I'll just put this mark. If you did not watch that, take a few seconds out of
Okay.
your day, watch it, and just laugh. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Drew McIntyre. So we go SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Drew McIntyre comes out with Roman, and then Uso went flipped on his ass, and I was actually all for Uso's promo. I'm digging it. I dug it. I was like, all right, we gonna get a fight between them two. Okay, I'm all for that.
I thought the whole thing was cool.
Yeah.
I don't. I feel bad for Jey Uso. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah,
Roman
going
flipped
too
on him.
far. He's going too far.
Yeah, Roman's like, play your side because yo, I'll fuck you up. Keep fucking with me.
Don't. That's what I'm just saying. You can't be a guy getting people in. Can't you imagine you start some trouble? Imagine if Drew
Yeah.
McIntyre had a gun. You start problems. Come on, man.
Oh man. Sami Zayn defeats Apollo Crews by count out in a Intercontinental title match. He ties his boots to the fucking
Outside of the ring, such an old school heel type of that. Like, I don't really get too much in the terminology, but I know that that's the guy who's the bad guy,
yeah.
and he did it. He played his part perfectly. That was awesome.
I swear, if Sami Zayn would have lost the title, I would have been going to Florida to slap somebody.
I mean, you probably could have slapped Apollo Crews. He probably would have did that back to you.
Yeah, he probably would have. He just smiled like, okay,
He
give
was
me the
like,
title.
why you do that?
Give it back to him.
Why you do that?
Sasha Banks comes out. Carmella once again attacks Sasha Banks.
I would just point out one thing I didn't notice about Carmella.
Yeah.
That she's not wearing heels. She's wearing the Nikes, and I like that. I don't.
Yeah.
She still has that. I don't know. That's one of her traits that I just realized that she always wears dunks and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, huh? She's still wearing. All right, that's cool.
It's like red versus blue.
That it does look like that, doesn't it?
I like Carmella. I think she's gonna kill it with promos against Sasha Banks, and I think Bailey found her new buddy to get back into the title picture. So We'll see what
Uh,
happens.
at this point, as usual, again, can't let Sasha Banks off the hooks. She's evil, and we should not feel sorry for her.
No, I didn't feel sorry for her.
No,
But
she should
she's a
get kicked in the.
Mandalorian.
You can still be evil and be in the Mandalorian.
But she hung out with Baby Yoda.
I
Wait.
heard he killed a bunch of people.
Yes,
Come
he
on,
did.
man. That's the only thing I know is he killed a bunch of people.
He killed a bunch of little frogs. He was eating
See,
the eggs.
he evil too. They should be best friends. But I'm
Anyway,
just saying, Mark, I
yeah,
didn't forget.
yeah,
Didn't forget. Sasha, you evil.
yeah.
And Bailey disappeared. I always like to point that out. She pulled a magic trick. She disappeared.
Yeah.
So,
Otis defeats Dolph Ziggler. I thought it was a solid match.
yes, very good. I mean, I don't know how Ziggler and Robert Roode tried to play him in the lunchroom like that.
Yeah.
That's messed up. That's like how you get beat up in school. It's like, yo, why you gotta play with the kid that you know he's a little off, man? Come
Yeah.
on, right? Leave him alone.
Yeah, that was good. Rey Mysterio.
Before you finish, what did you like about? I mean, what did you think about your boy, Chad Gable? Come on, man.
Oh, like so he talked to him, and then just gave him the evil, stern look afterwards. Like, I'm gonna make you mine.
Yo, what was with that pamphlet? He looked mad evil.
So, if you're building me a tag team, a new tag team with Otis, I'm gonna get annoyed because you had a tag team that could easily just kept up going with that. I wouldn't
Right.
mind seeing Gable and Otis as a tag team though, because they both have wrestling ability and they both are all Americans and shit. So that could be something. But
They're really friends in real life too.
is Gable gonna be like? He won't be the Stu Hart because Thatcher's the Stu Hart. He'll be like
No, he's gonna be the. He's gonna be what's his name?
Kurt Angle.
What was the guy that was super pasty with the red hair? Backlund.
Backlund. He's gonna be Bob
He'll be
Backlund
back.
of the main
Yes.
roster. I can see
He's gonna
that.
be yeah.
Chicken wing people.
Yeah.
But
I used to love that.
yeah,
Oh,
and he looked at his hands and blamed his hands through doing it.
yep. Oh, that was the best, dude. Crazy
Okay.
Bob Backlund.
Yeah,
Yo.
I know. He gave the path flick, all smiling, and then went with the evil look.
He came out with no. He had no intro. He's
Yeah,
creep.
and then I like the fact that it was like the Alpha. They brought in the American Alpha kind of name back into it.
I agree.
Maybe they're gonna call him the American Alpha Gable.
I mean, I feel bad, but I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah,
Give it to Otis. It's all good.
I don't know. Anyway, Rey Mysterio didn't buy a gun, but he beat Seth Rollins in this match. And then Buddy Murphy helped him and caught him with a mean fucking knee. That knee was evil.
Okay. Oh.
We have one more match between this group of people, which is Buddy versus Seth next week. So
yeah,
hopefully, that's it. And Buddy's gonna buy the gun.
Buddy's gonna have to impale him on a cross
Yeah,
because Seth Rollins.
he keeps
Seth
coming
Rollins is
back.
not gonna- yeah,
Like
he
Seth
keeps coming
Rollins
back.
is the neglected for pain, and he keeps trying to get fucked up by them.
Mhm. Yeah.
But it was like closure to the Rey Mysterio family, accepting Buddy Murphy. Like Rey Mysterio shook his hand. Dominic kind of relentlessly shook his hand. The mom hugged him because I guess she liked him.
I mean, she. Here's the bad thing. Did you notice, Mark, during the match and at the end, specifically at the end, and during that entire segment, Rey Mysterio had his eye.
Yeah.
Like the thing fell off, and we just, whatever.
They should
I'm
just have him had his eye a long time ago.
I'm mad. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna put this out there. I'm mad.
All he has to do is put like the cane, like one eye missing, like the light with the white eyeball contact, and there you go.
That's it. You're right.
Like Scorpion.
So, all I have to say is I don't trust Rey Mysterio's wife if she's gonna hug a man that took her husband's eye. But Apparently, she knew it wasn't real all along. So she's
Yeah.
smarter than me. There you go.
Yes.
Boom.
She likes her daughter more.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah. So you kind of got closure, kind of, because we not didn't get closure because Seth Rollins versus Buddy Murphy is gonna happen next week. So no closure yet. They said it was gonna end. It did not. Rey Mysterio still got time to buy a gun.
Yes.
To just get it over with. Liv Morgan defeats Natalia, Tamina, and Chelsea Green. Sadly, Chelsea Green got hurt in this match to qualify for the Survivor Series qualifying match.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunate.
So,
Hopefully a speedy recovery, but I'm happy Liv won.
yeah, me too. That was good. Good match. I want to Liv Morgan to win.
Yeah.
I was digging her a little Harley Quinn like makeup and shit.
So now it's her and Ruby.
Mm-hmm.
And who else is on the SmackDown team?
Her, Ruby, and
That's it, right? They only got
there's
one more
more.
week. Come on.
I think they got 3.
Trying to think of who else is on it.
Yeah, me too.
It's not Bailey. It's not it's not Carmella, right? They didn't do it.
It's not Natalia.
Natalia keeps fighting losing. For her spot. Tamina doesn't have her spot. Naomi, is she on the team? She's not even on the show, right?
No, she's on Raw. Right?
Well, the female. Let's go through because this is becoming a thing now. Like I don't remember.
I don't remember because y'all spread it out too much.
Yeah, the only thing regarding the Survivor Series teams in my head really is the Raw women.
Yeah,
because they've been really getting on that. Yeah. SmackDown's women team, it doesn't feel like they have a full team, huh?
No, it doesn't.
Like close, huh?
So who's on the SmackDown team so far? Bianca Belair.
Thank you.
It's Bianca Belair. So they still have two missing spots.
2, got you. All right.
Raw has their whole team. Well, maybe missing one if
unfortunate.
Anyway, SmackDown, and then we had Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre. Solid match. Drew takes the win, and build into a standoff between Roman and Drew.
This was like the least intense of the story. The story beats so far.
Yeah.
I did like the part where Roman came out. He was like, "Make him understand."
Yeah.
And then Uso went in there and started beating him up. But then he immediately gets kicked in the face right after that. I thought that was messed up.
I like the fact that he makes it sound like a gunshot. like the Claymore kick. It sounds like a gunshot when he fucking hits him.
I mean, listen, he's a giant man.
Yeah, man. So he got Claymored, and that was it.
Ooh-ah.
You ended with the face-off between Reigns and Drew McIntyre.
I wish it was Drew Gulak.
I liked the match. I thought it was solid. I liked it. Again, I like Roman's style of talking. He talks low. He's not yelling at no one. He yelled at someone today, but he's still pretty low in his tone. Again, this was a little weaker part. I think Jey Uso should have probably surprised people with this match. But then again, you kind of have Drew going for the title, and you don't want to stop the momentum either. So there was a hit and miss here.
The one thing I will say about Drew's performance was that he felt like he was saying things that weren't a good guy. Because the one thing that is publicly known about Roman Reigns, and he used it as a point to justify him not liking him.
Yeah,
was Roman taking off earlier this year, and
yeah.
we know the reason why. It was publicly made, and for Drew to dismiss it and say you turned your back on the fans, that sounds like some generic writer stuff. So that stood out to me.
McIntyre was like, "Fuck your kids, come to work."
But like, realistically, that's like that didn't even sound like something Drew would say himself. You know what I mean?
Exactly. If it didn't sound.
So like I was like, that sounds a little written down. I don't like that one.
Yeah. What you give SmackDown?
I give SmackDown a B+.
B+.
It didn't knock my socks off this year, And to be honest, the matches, there weren't even that many great matches this week either.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I give it B plus. B plus is gonna go. Podcasts we listen to. There's some good ones you should check out. I always will talk about major wrestling figure podcasts and their FWF stuff. Listen to them. It's a lot of fun. You get a good laugh. You get a lot of crazy stuff with it. Definitely check those out. After the Bell had Adam Pierce. It was an interesting conversation.
Very good. I recommend it.
Talking Shop. We're on Chris Van Vliet.
Oh, really? Okay. Nice.
You had the New Day Pod with Tyson Kidd, which was actually a really good, another fun conversation.
Okay.
That was good. And then Lance Archer I think it was last week though. It was on Chris Van Vliet. Jericho had Jack Hager. And that's all I got. I have listened to anyway. So definitely check those out.
Good stuff this week.
Alexa Bliss had a dude from Hanson, so that's not wrestling related.
Did she have all of them?
No, just one.
Okay.
I think it was the youngest one.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know Hanson in that category.
You don't remember Mbop? Come on, man.
Yeah. That's probably the only song I know from them.
Yeah.
Oh, before we go, the AEW announcement of their video game by Ukes was shown.
I thought that the presentation was mildly funny, but what I thought was the best part of the presentation was the actual end.
Yeah.
Where they showed the director from No Mercy and Def Jam.
So he's the director of No Mercy, WCW Revenge, and he did Here Comes the Pain.
And he did Def Jam. That's all I care about.
Yeah. But Here Comes the Pain was the only SmackDown game he worked on.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that. Which is kind of wild. It makes more sense why I like that one so much.
So going from the positive things of the No Mercy directors on it and everything like that, let's go into the nitpick of the shit. What the fuck is up with Jericho's neck?
He looks like a Sasquatch man. He looks like a Sasquatch man. I love it.
Oh man, Jericho looks fucking terrible.
So I can't wait. I want to see everybody in their weird ass proportions.
I hope they go more to like TV look than like overly muscled.
I don't really mind it. Listen, I want that feel back, and I think that feel needs those chunky characters, because if they're gonna go for like the closer to the N64, that's okay. They could be chunky, but what I want, because they were also stylized, and had exaggerated proportions, was Def Jam. Was like, it wasn't the gigantic like Street Fighter or anything, big hands and feet, but they weren't exactly the most realistic proportions for everybody. Yeah. So they got the faces down right. So
and the girls are small, so
they're gonna have to work on getting them to look exactly like. Of course, they got Kenny to look perfect, fine. But like, you're gonna work on them other people, because Jericho look a little funky. But like
Omega looked like he was in a Street Fighter game.
That's what he got. That's what I'm saying about that chunky look they have. Like, all right, if you're gonna go that way, then you have to give me those engines. You got to give me some flavor from, just a little bit from Def Jam. A little.
I don't want the over exaggeration though. I kind of want a wrestling game. I don't want like an arcade game from this.
I hate simulation.
I'm more into the simulation wrestling game. So No Mercy was more of a simulation wrestling game. I want that. I don't want arcade game. I don't.
No, I don't, because I think even though it's technically classified as simulation, No Mercy is literally pick up and play, without all that you have to learn this and that. I'm talking about on the level of, from time to pressing the start button, pick my wrestler, can I get in a match and have fun? That's what I like about those series and whatnot, and the way they play. Okay. Everything around modern day wrestling games, I can't stand it. Okay. I don't care about ratings. I don't care about the long little protracted intros when they stand there in their little picture box. I don't care about the splash screens they have for them. like with the Raw and SmackDown background, because it just
Yeah.
feels like it feels too. It's been too many.
Yeah.
So for me now, that's lost the flavor.
Yeah,
So
it's gonna be interesting where they go with this. I'm excited for it. I'm like, hey, all right, that'll probably be one AEW thing I'm excited for. Is that then they have a casino game which is on a phone game, and then there's also a GM mode game that's on the phone as well.
that seems interesting if I play phone games, but I'm not really a phone
I
game
played
type
a
of dude.
GM game before, and they're kind of boring. I got excited for it for the first like few rounds, and then I was like, yeah, this is getting tedious now.
I got you.
Um, but yeah, it's exciting to see that they're doing it. That it's getting done. Ukes is behind it, and I wonder where it's gonna go from there. They didn't state like a real release date. I'll say by 2022 we'll see it, or maybe less than that.
Mm-hmm.
It's in early production, so you could tell it's early production,
This is true.
like very early. Like those are the only 4 characters they made.
It's an earlier production than Halo was when they showed it.
Yeah, I want to see. I again something off of No Mercy that I used to love, and is the weight differences and like the height differences of people.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see like I don't want to see like Marco stunt suplex Lance Archer.
Yeah. Well, you have to. He has a different move that he can do to you instead. He can't do a
Yeah,
suplex,
yeah, like he'll
so
do
he
like
has like a
a
headset.
head scissors
Yeah.
or dragon screw, things like that. I want to see that back. Again, I've been playing No Mercy. I actually been playing No Mercy, and I'm actually back into it. So like have been revisiting it, and there's a lot of things that I could see that could be used in the games, especially nowadays. Like honestly, if they would have went more into that style, I think more the slower style of what No Mercy was instead of the SmackDown style. I think I would have liked the current wrestling games more if they went more in that, because there was a lot more accessibility to everything around you. Like you could powerbomb someone on the chair. It didn't look like it was like just missing. It looked like you hit them with the chair kind of thing. You heard they made the extra effort to make the sound effect of the chair getting thrown on. You
I
know?
think the only real disadvantage that No Mercy ended up having was being with the 64 controller, in not when you had it. I'm talking about as far as if you were to show somebody that and tell them how to play and to try to say, yeah, play the game,
Yeah,
they would look at you like you were crazy.
yeah,
So what I think it will benefit from is like if they do manage to translate those engines and systems over,
yeah,
is that modern console, the accessibility will go through the roof because everybody and their grandmom is used to playing with these modern controllers.
yeah,
If you map the buttons and the actions properly, you can have a really like easily accessible game on that level. Where I think that is the problem I have with these modern wrestling games that are like heavy sim,
yeah,
when they have a little button prompt like
yeah,
blip on the screen for you to do this. Now hold the stick and press and hold R1 so you can transfer the guy up into the air. Remember when they had that system where you could shift
yeah. When they started, yeah,
up?
yeah,
And it was just like in concept, it was cool. But in execution, it's tedious and it'll get you fucked up. And
yeah.
it's just like
I've
I
never
don't
used
like
them.
I don't like that. I like when you give me something. Don't punish me for participating in your systems. Is what I felt like the later games were doing. It was like unless you know how to counter everything,
Yeah,
just well, good luck. That's what it
yeah.
felt
I
like.
think the
So
last like WWE game I truly enjoyed was the one with AJ Styles on the cover, which was I think 18.
okay,
I think that was the last good one.
I have not played one.
I think that
Uh,
was like the last decent one. Creative Wrestler was decent. It had a lot of options. The Creative Belt was there. They didn't take anything out, but it
Which is the
played.
one with Stone Cold on the cover?
That was the one. I think that was the one before AJ.
So I remember. Shout out to Javstar. I
Yeah.
believe I played that at Javstar's place. It was
Okay.
like it looked great, but again, a lot of those systems I talked about are still present,
Yeah.
so I didn't have that much fun.
Yeah, because again, like this happens to all sports games. It's not just wrestling. Like in general, sports games. Period. Like Madden and NBA. They don't give themselves enough time to really tweak shit. They just pretty much recycle the same engine and then just like put a better paint coat on it.
Oh, you mean because people keep buying it every year?
Yeah, people
Yeah,
keep buying it every
yeah,
year because it is a moneymaker. Like the Ultimate
yeah.
Teams kill it. Ultimate
And that's
Teams on Madden or FIFA make more money than any first party game ever.
But
Because
I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about the fact that
yeah,
the sales of the individual game,
yeah.
they don't go down. People complain, but the sales don't go down,
No,
and it's just
because they still want to play it. The people have a gambling mentality, so they go into those shits.
like you guys, yeah, like stop throwing away your money. Teach them a lesson. It does work when you do
Yeah,
that.
I stopped. Like I have not bought a. This is the first 2 years I did not buy Madden or NBA.
Mm,
I'm
mm,
very interested to buy the NBA on the PS5 because I saw what it looks like, and I'm like, I don't want it though.
gotcha.
But but yeah, I stood away from that. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna get this year because it's the same shit. Like y'all have not changed anything in the way it played since the last big innovation of a Madden game was the hit stick. You want to know what year that was?
What's that?
'05.
Wow, wow.
That was the last innovation of a Madden game. If you say something else, I bid you wrong because the last innovation was that hit stick. Controlling the defense with that hit stick, that was probably the biggest innovation they did in a long ass time.
Gotcha.
And that was Madden '05. I remember that because Ray Lewis, I think, was on the cover. And it
Okay.
had an amazing franchise mode that you could charge $100 for a hot dog and
Excuse me.
$2 for a
Wow,
beer. So you get everyone fucked up.
that's cool. That's crazy.
Like I liked those things, and little by little they eliminated every single one of those aspects, and it sucks. And I don't like the Ultimate Team. I don't get into none of that shit.
Yeah, yeah. I can see that. But
Yeah,
the other stuff you said
yeah,
does sound cool. So
yeah. So that was the last time that they got something innovation of it. The last time WWE had innovations into the game that they changed some of the gameplay was 2K on WWE 12.
yeah,
That's when they introduced the Viper, the Predator engine, I think they called it, and that's when it became what it was after. That's when 2K took over, and it was like 2K13, 2K14, and they changed the gameplay a little bit from there. That
okay,
was the last innovation of WWE games.
gotcha. All right, cool,
That
cool.
was I think Randall, Mr. Randall Orton on the cover,
Yeah.
because the
All
next
right.
one was CM Punk,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
which I actually
But
have both.
I fell off super hard. So
Yeah. I like them because I like to simulate my own shit. I like to play with the characters, and I like to make my own. Like the creative wrestler, I think is my big highlight of it. Like I'll fuck with that like for hours and hours on end. So
mm, I remember when the hair still looked like paper. That's probably around the last time I played a wrestling
yeah,
game of that brand. Like,
the hair
yeah,
doesn't look as good still. The hair.
you pick Edge, and it's just, what is this? Who
Yeah,
put spaghetti on top of his head? What is
yeah.
going on?
I guess we'll wrap this up.
Yes, sir.
This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. You can find us on YouTube live every Sunday afternoon. You can find us on Spotify, SoundCloud, Twitter, Spotify, Red Cycling Inc., SoundCloud, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Twitch TV, and YouTube. All Mark with the Mic. Find Red Cycling Inc. on everything.
Yes, I guess, sir. That's Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, and WordPress.
Yep.
And we got the Facebook group.
Yep.
And of course, the SoundCloud is all Red Cyclonic.
Yep. And yeah, definitely follow the Spotify as well, Recycling. We're doing very well with that. Also check out other podcasts. We do have a Morphin Cast and a Game of Rage podcast coming to you soon, so be aware of those. And then our Conspiracy podcast is next with another video game theatrical movie review. Whoopee!
Yay!
Peace out, laters, and always remember, follow the Jinkies.
Because he got them sandwiches.
You know what you do? You go and take that Resident Evil tank and put a sandwich on the gun, and have
Do it.
Jinkies chase.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.